Every day, the value of rupee is dropping. Is that true? Almost every day. Do you think God is impressed with our rupees? Tithe is not for God's benefit. Listen very carefully, please. Don't work on your envelopes as yet. Look at me, everybody. Tithe is not for God's benefit. Tithe actually exposes your heart to God. It's easy to say, I love you and I will serve you. So God said to Adam, all this is for you to eat and enjoy. There's one tree that's mine. Don't touch it. The fruit of the tree of good and evil is the tithe. He said, don't touch it. What does he say about the tithe? It is mine, saith the Lord. It is holy unto the Lord. Don't touch it. Whenever I touch it, I disobey God. But when I return my tithe, what is being exposed to God? My heart. That I love Him and I obey Him. If you're willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land, He said. It's a matter of obedience. It's not a matter of money. It's a matter of tithe exposes your heart and your obedience to God. That's my belief. And ever since I understood this, we have never stopped tithing. And we've never stopped seeing the immense overflow blessings of God in our lives. So when I'm doing it, when I'm returning my tithe, I'm saying, God, thank you for all that you've blessed me with. Here is a token of my appreciation. And Lord, you said it is holy unto you. I will not touch it. When God calls something holy unto Himself, that means He owns it. It's His. He's put a name on it. Now, anybody that tries to take something that does not belong to them is called what? A thief, according to the world and according to the Word. So He said, the reason you lost in the battle, Joshua, is not because you did not pray. It's not because you don't have the power or the strength. It's because of touching what has been dedicated unto me. So parents, let me tell you something. Be very careful when you dedicate your son or your daughter when they're children. Because once you give ownership to God, don't pull them back and send them to something else. Hannah said, Lord, if you'll give me a man-child, I'll return him back to you. She kept her word. It's holy unto the Lord. Your tithe. Every day, the value of rupee is dropping. Is that true? Almost every day. Do you think God is impressed with our rupees? You can hardly buy anything these days with the rupees. I remember the days in the 1980s. 1 Australian dollar was 8 rupees. I remember in the early 80s. Today, it's over 50 rupees. It's dropping. Just take it up to heaven and say, Lord, what is the value of this rupee? He'll say 0. You can't buy nothing in heaven with money. So why is it so important? It exposes my heart. That's why you cannot buy God with money. But your heart of obedience can impress God to move on your behalf. Obedience is the key. So don't rebel against God and say, should I tithe? I'm under grace. Do we still have to tithe under grace? Stop that debate. If you think what I'm teaching you is not right, you're not fit to be in this church. But don't come here and pollute others with your thinking. You're not called for ministry. So don't come to destroy the church. You don't agree with me? Find another place where they'll agree with you. But this is what I believe, and this is what I teach. And this is what I experience in life. That's why I can speak so boldly. So when you return the tithe, I'm saying, Lord, I'm not doing a money transaction with you. No. I'm doing a heart transaction. So he said in the book of Proverbs, he said, son, give me your heart. He didn't say give me your money. But how do I show that I've given my God my heart? In practical terms, by returning the tithe. By answering the call upon my life. I surrendered myself to God to serve Him. What is God saying? When I walk in obedience, glory be to God, I honor Him. By tithing, I'm honoring God. And you don't know what happens in the heavenly realm. You cannot see, you cannot understand. But once I release this on the earth, something in the heavens is released toward me. I'm excited. Because He promised windows of heaven will open. So the picture I hold in my mind as I release it is, God, you're so good. I'm not losing nothing. But by my obedience in returning the tithe, I thank you, Lord, that you are working on my behalf. People who don't know me are honoring me. People who don't know me are offering opportunities to me. Thank you, Lord, in the middle of the night, I have an idea of a business. Oh my God. It's not just money coming to you from other people. No. It could be that, but don't limit it to that. God can minister to you in many ways. Don't limit God through your thinking. So I encourage you today. Let's take our tithe. Let's take our offerings and honor God.